It's a wet morning. Hello everybody and welcome back to Survival Challenge. So, as we do at the beginning of every episode recently, the vote. So we were voting for fill number 4. We have actually done the vote for fill number 4 before the vote for fill number 3, simply because we're working in a clockwise direction. This is number 1, this is number 2, this is 4, and this is 3. I know it doesn't really make much sense, but it doesn't really matter. It was only for voting purposes. So yes, we do have Hilltop, Tree Island Field, and this one is Riverside. So very pleased to see Riverside has won a vote, because yeah, this one would have been nice as Riverside instead of this one, but not to worry, doesn't matter, it's all good. And yes, it was an overwhelming win as well for Riverside. I may or may not have had an influence on that. Anyway, today we're voting for this one, the last vote for now. We will do a vote on this one at some point, but this is the final one for the time being. For number 3, what shall we call it? The options are in the link down below. So we're just going to head over to the chickens, and you can really tell that the amount of chickens is increasing because we are getting more and more pallets of eggs every night. Before it was less than a pallet, then we were getting a full pallet, and now we're getting 2.5. So that is amazing. It might get to the stage eventually where it's becoming too much, and that's the reason why we are selling the mayonnaise directly, so we're actually not getting the full price, I don't think. If we were taking it to the gazebo, we'd get much more. And yes, I know we can stack them, but they're eggs, and so I'm not going to do that. Let's have a little bit of realism, even though I know we are lacking it overall, but yeah, just stacking eggs would just be painful to see. I don't want to see that. Wow, that's a lot of wool. It's good to see the sheep have been busy. I suppose it is natural for them to grow their own coat. I know it's slower this way, but it's for the best. We actually do still have this field to cut, but it is obviously raining, so although we can do it in this game, it won't stop us, and we won't lose a yield. It just doesn't seem right, so we're not going to do it until it stops. Hopefully it's not going to rain all day. Let's just check out the forecast. Okay, so it's going to clear by 11 or 12. Sometimes it says the first hour with a different weather type, and it hasn't actually cleared yet. So we'll say 12. Cleared by 12. But the mayonnaise production is going to be generating lots of money for us. It's also processing the oil. We might have to bring some more oil across. We do have the correct machine to do that with, if necessary. And as some people have pointed out, yeah, maybe the challenge, the word challenge in the title has now been achieved. We have achieved the challenge, we've won the challenge. So yes, obviously we're not just trying to survive anymore. I guess both words are very relevant there, survival and challenge. But the comment I read was specifically talking about the challenge part. It is still a challenge really, because we're trying to see how far we can get. Okay, let's just see. But yeah, what we're going to do is just keep improving the farm, keep expanding the farm, and just really see how far we can get before it's time to end, whilst trying to keep the series fun and fresh. Yeah, it's all going. Everything is still working. Canola is still processing to make canola oil. I don't think there's much oil spawned. There might be 3 pallets spawned currently, so we could bring those across. Oh, we still have the baling to do. That's all got wet. You see, this is where it doesn't really work, because we've got to do something. But I guess that... No, I probably shouldn't say that. No, baling in the rain is probably just as bad as cutting grass in the rain. But what to do? I suppose we've got trees. We do have trees. But we do trees quite a lot, and we do have the baling to do, and we've got the grass cutting to do. And this field is looking quite abandoned. So, well, we do need to mulch as well. Again, it's sort of mowing in the rain, but it's not quite the same, because that is just to be chopped up rather than to be used for silage. We're not going to wrap it up, it just causes it to rot. If we baled and wrapped super wet, soaking grass, it would just rot. It wouldn't really ferment. Oh yeah, we've got a lifting limit, haven't we? 3 is actually pushing it already. Yeah, well, I shouldn't. I'll do 2 and 2, because I'm just going to fall off the bridge. As hilarious as that might be, we're not going to do it. Let's be sensible about this. here's our first delivery. Back for the other two, and then we'll call it a day for the forklifting, unless of course we have some more eggs to move later. But it seems once a day seems perfect, really. Well, there's not really any job except for tree felling, which is suitable for this weather. Even that's a little precarious, I suppose. So we are just going to do drilling. Chainsaw is doing oats, so I'm going to attach to the other drill, which is just over there. And well, we might have to fill up with fertilizer and seed, but we'll see how far we can get first. Unless, of course, we are completely empty, which we might be. Oh no, we're doing well. So yes, we'll just set to oats and we can help out, and we should actually be able to get the field done really, really quickly. With that big double drill setup and this one, things will go well. Ah, it is a very wet day, isn't it? Well, I'm going to unfold here, but I'm going to wait for Chainsaw to pass. Otherwise I'm just going to be really making a mess. Yes, does this field need to have any soil sampling? It probably does need more lime, actually, but we haven't been doing it every single time. Where are we? Here we are. Okay, so the data isn't outdated, which is good. Yes, it would benefit from some lime, I suppose. Although I think you can do it once you've drilled, as long as it hasn't germinated. I think you can do it the same day. Right. Yeah, so we'll just get this done first of all. Yeah, you actually wouldn't want a smaller setup than this. If Chainsaw was doing this on his own, that would take a long time. It's a big field, because we keep expanding it. We took a load of trees down, and we've expanded that way. What would that be? East? Probably. And then we've got the rolling job, of course. We're still trying to save up for a new tractor, but our rolls are so small. Well, they're actually really big, but for this game it just feels small. And to get the nice big ones, it'd be £140,000 or £120,000. I can't remember exactly. One of the two. I think it's 140. So yes, it's we need more money. We do need more money. There is still so much to work towards, because we still want to get a 350 to 400 horsepower tractor. I think the 7R might just about reach 400, is it? Maybe I'm just dreaming there. Just check. Because we are aiming to get a 7R. Oh, it does come under large tractors then. I'm very unfamiliar with John Deere. That's the 8R. There's 7R. Okay, so 388 for the 7R for the biggest, and that's 289. And for the 8R, for the same horsepower, 316. So, yes, it is more expensive to go for the 8R, but then you do have more weight. 16.1 tonnes, blimey. Whereas that is just 11.5 tonnes. So, yeah, what do? Do we keep saving and go for the smaller, well, sort of a mid-range 8R, or shall we pay a little bit less and go for a relatively lighter tractor and go for the 7R, but for the same horsepower? Let me know. Give me suggestions down below, it would be very greatly appreciated. And oh yeah, also if you do have any name suggestions for the big field, the southern field, which is this one down here, then please do post them down below as well, and at some point I will compile them into a video. Not necessarily all of them, just the ones which catch my eye. Well, we are almost there. We just have this final strip. Chainsaw is rolling. Again, the sort of job you definitely do not want to be doing on a soaking wet day like this. It's just going to all stick onto the rolls and clog it all up, and it'll be a total mess. But the job has to be done, and if the game's going to let us do it, we're going to do it. These are all little features that could be added to the game, like physically having the rolls bung up with soil. Obviously it's an option you want to be able to switch off, because you don't necessarily want to play like that. But yeah, there's so many things that they could do if they wanted to. As many people have asked for, we are going to improve the tracks. As you can see, we've already got these tracks here. Chainsaw has improved them. We do need to buy a few pieces of land. I think it's plot 33 to be able to continue that track. But anyway, the rain should be clearing within this hour, so I'm going to bale that straw field, and then obviously we can get them all picked up and we can get them sold. The sooner the better, actually, because the price is now decreasing for straw. Right, I'm going to use this tractor. We do still have a few logs on here. Oh, that was not my intention. Well, I wonder if I can get that flipped over. That worked quite well. Yeah, we'll be using the auto stacker, so we don't even need the front loader. But first things first, let's grab the baler. Yeah, this was the track I was referring to. We can't actually go any further because it goes into plot 33. And this is the field I drilled in the previous episode. Looking alright. Did see somebody said it wasn't very good. They said it was sloppy work. Well, I suppose I did miss a few bits, but it looks alright. I don't claim to be an expert. I'm playing for fun. Right, okay. And to entertain everybody, primarily. Which I hope I do. Do I entertain you? I hope so. Oops. Mainly by crashing into stuff, or near misses. Right, so we need to have automatic drop enabled. That is now set up. Good. And we'll lower that down. Switch it on. And we'll see how many bales we can get from this field. Of course, we do not have the round bale extension mod, so it's not going to stop us automatically, which is a shame. I do like that mod. It's actually really good. As soon as you don't have it, you realise how much you love it. It is missed. The sorghum, that's grown fast. I feel like I only drilled that about 2 episodes ago. Blimey. I think sorghum is a fast growing crop though. Yeah, that's filling up really fast. 7,500 litres at a time as well. I wonder what the price is currently like for straw. 76. Well, that's a good price. It is going to... Actually, this month it should be dropping quite a bit. And every month after this now is going to decrease. So the sooner the better. We've got to clear this field and get them sold. The rain stopped as well. Lovely. Just in time. What a field this has been. Absolutely amazing. We are stopping every few seconds to drop off another bale. This is going to be one of the best fields ever for straw. So we just have a few more swaths to do, and then we're going to grab the auto stacker. Chainsaw is over there doing the rolling still, and I think he was doing another job as well. Of course, herbicide spray and all that sort of stuff is necessary. But I'm a little bit preoccupied with this field. We do need to get it cleared, and at least we can make some more money. Always nice to make some more money. And then I think it's between cutting that grass field and cutting down some more trees, or maybe both. Yeah, I'd still love to try and cut the trees directly from the tree harvester into the trailer, because it completely cuts out having to pick them up with the telehandler or the front loader. Yeah, we don't have a telehandler. We're not that lucky. But yes, it would be faster. I suppose there's always going to be some that get dropped. But if I can get some in there with the tree harvester, then that's going to save some time. But then, yes, the big problem is when it starts to feed them in from an angle, or if it hits the front of the trailer and then sort of turns and goes half out, it just makes it slower in the end. Much slower. Whoopsie. Right, so we are almost there. Very, very close to finishing the field. I can't wait to find out how many we've got. I always forget to reset bale counters. Oh, this one doesn't even have a bale counter, but we can go by how many bales the collector, the auto stacker picks up. Obviously, it's going to tell us the total, so yeah, it shouldn't be too difficult. And yeah, there's always a little bit left behind. It's way more obvious in the game than it is in real life when you miss a bit of straw. It just blends in with the stubble in real life, but with this you can actually see it on the surface very noticeably. Yeah, the stubble is always so short. The combine cuts so low on this game. Be nice to adjust that too. Right, so 82%, I don't know, maybe there's enough in the field to get it to 100%. Maybe. Although we're going to be baling again really soon, and maybe it's better to keep it like this, because then we can convert it into silage if we start doing some grass. Yes, we won't get that to 100. Okay, auto stacker. Let's get the auto stacker attached, and we will get them counted and sold. But I will put this back in the shed. Yeah, no idea what to think, no idea what to guess as the number. I'm going to say a lot, then I can't really go wrong. Because for that size of field, that is a lot. It's also a really decent audit stacker, it can pick up loads. Wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Right, let's get load number 1 done. They might almost all fit onto load number 1, because like I said, it's a big auto stacker. It is always surprising. Might be able to clear the entire field in one go, who knows. But this will be a very, very short time lapse. $24. So that's 24, and what do we have left? 1. Okay, so yeah, we've got 25 then. Wow, that's just typical that we get left with 1. We actually are going to have to make a trip down to the settle point, but well, I would say it's faster just to stick it on the front loader, but maybe it isn't, because we have to swap over to a pallet fork and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, we'll have to do a single bale on the auto stacker. Yes, this field is getting the attention it requires, but the one we're clearing currently will also need quite a bit of attention. So at least we're going to bring some money back in again. and we can get it sold instantly instead of just having them sitting around next to the sell point. That's what usually happens. Okay, so well, it'd be nice to think we could get a few £1,000, maybe 8. Is that pushing it? It probably is pushing it. Oh no, that's certainly not pushing it. Wow. Wow, over £15,000 from straw. We're doing well. What a privileged bale. I don't think there's another one. Sometimes you can easily miss them. Okay, back to the sell point. Get ready for it. Oh, wonderful. Very nice. Actually, the pay really is quite good. So we're going to take this back to the yard, and I think we'll jump into the tree harvester. I'm going to attempt to load the trailer with one tree and see if I can do it. But I do not have that much hope. I'm not saying I can do it because I don't think I can, but I'm not going to rule it out yet. We've got to give it a go. We've always got to give it a go. There we go. Yes, we'll take this tractor back over there because we're most likely going to have to attach to the front loader to pick up the log which was supposed to go into the trailer but won't do. Mixing up my tenses there. Anyway, here we are. We have got the front loader. We'll stick that onto there. Maybe actually angling this at a better angle to begin with is going to help. Actually, one of them is already escaping. And we don't really have any trees here. All these stumps need clearing. We've not really put much attention into clearing the plot after taking the trees down. Yes, I still don't hold that much hope, but I will try my best. So let's grab a nice tree, a nice big tree. I wonder if we own that one back there. Is that within our perimeter? I think it probably is. It is, yeah, actually all these trees are. Every single one. They're all within our plot. So I can just grab any tree, literally any tree. And go for this one. Looks like I've rotated the head a bit. Okay. We've got it. See, every single tree is going to be at a different angle. And, yeah, we could rearrange the trailer every time. But that's going to end up being slower than just cutting it in place and then just picking it up with the front loader. Oh, crikey. Well, just this once I will go to the effort of getting it at the right angle, although it might take a while. Oh, it's still going badly wrong. Okay, that should pretty much do it. That was my concern, although I knew it was going to happen. Well, it could have been worse. It could have been worse. It is possible. I know it's definitely possible to do this, but I think it's slower for me. But at least I tried. I always give it a go. So, yeah, I'm going to just correct that. This is what I said, it's going to take longer if we do it this way. Yes, well, it's in. Not at the best angle, but it's in. Okay, well, let's cut down some more trees and we'll go from there. Like I said, any of them. Oh, now backwards is forwards. Let's just spin around on the spot. There we go. Let's get chopping. Right, so we'll get those loaded up. Got a few cut down. Actually, that one is just a small one for being picked up by hand. They're not too heavy. Although it's actually longer than the big ones because we're cutting them to... Actually no, I think we're doing them all to 8 metres, aren't we? They must all be 8 metres. But we have wood in them to 9. Anyway, let's get them put in. And then we'll have another full load of logs to sell. I will also put the weight on. It's definitely going to be handy.
Ooh, when did I get so blind? I didn't see this coming. Ooh, I should have heard faith calling, trying to pull me out. But how do I get out?
We'll just get through this minefield of stumps. Stumpfield. And yeah, let's go and finish by getting our bank account balance to over £100,000. Always a good feeling. Here we go. Always tips over there, it's weird. Aha, I got it. Right, so yes, we are up to £113,000. That was very good. Chainsaw was just doing the sorghum harvest. Looks like it's all done though. So that's another field that needs to be drilled. Both of those two up there need to be done now. That'll be next time though. So we could do lime, do everything. We are getting very busy. Oh, and the chickens have probably eaten all their food unless Chainsaw has topped them up, because they do eat it. Looks like he has topped them up. Yeah, you've got to do it about 5 or 6 times a day. And we have another pallet! Hooray! But yes, like I said, I'm sure the mayonnaise factory will have enough eggs. It does. It does take a while to process. So anyway, we're going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. There is a link down below for Chainsaw's video and also for the vote. Please do choose the name of the sorghum field that Chainsaw has just harvested. Until next time, see you again soon. Bye for now.